Welcome back, listeners, to our third episode of Top 5 Films That. My name's Jeremy, and I've got Dominic with me.
Hello, everyone.
And I've got Matthew with me.
That's me. I'm Matthew.
Witty as always. And I just wanted to say congratulations to us. We might have got into the top 50 on Spotify.
Woohoo!
If I detail it by UK television and films. So congratulations to us.
Congratulations. Thank
Very
you.
good. Keep slimming the filters so that we get higher up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was just going to start by changing to the story that we've done before. I just wanted to give us a little bit of a feedback that somebody gave us on TikTok. So we had Sporting Diaries contact us saying that they enjoyed episode 1, if you can remember.
I do.
I do remember that, yes.
Top 5 films that.
In London.
Yep.
But they were questioning Green Street and Sweeney Todd.
No.
No, I wouldn't go with Sweeney Todd.
No. Are you a musical man though, Matthew?
Yes, it's if the right musical.
It's the second person that's told me that. I should have had Sweeney Todd, but nevertheless.
I do like Green Street. I loved Green Street, but it's not top 5.
Okay. Well, on that note, if anyone wants to get in touch with us, obviously we'll mention it as and when we can. If you can push us up on the playlist as well. We've got one little challenge for our listeners, which is we need someone in Northern Ireland because we're wanting to grow from the UK and we've got listeners in Wales, Scotland, England. So if you know anyone from Northern Ireland, tell them to get in contact with us and let us know that they've listened to us. And I'll be able to tell and I can give them all the applause that they need. But anyway, on to what we're going to talk about today. So, little icebreaker to start, as always, so the listeners can understand us a little bit better.
Exciting.
I know, and I struggled with this, but what is the earliest memory of films?
Yeah, I struggled as well.
I can't remember at all the first film I saw at the cinema. I don't think the cinema was that big when I was little, though.
I have a cinema memory, but I don't know if it's my first one. So the first of all cinema memory I have is at Maidstone. You used to have to stand outside.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
In the queue before you then were able to buy your ticket, and then you just go into the next seats. You just go into the next showing of whatever film it was.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
And I can remember going in and watching Aladdin.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
And the only reason I remember it is the reel broke halfway through, which meant that when Iago is standing on the wheel spinning round, it just sort of split. And they stopped the screening. We had a little intermission, so to speak, which doesn't normally happen. And we then started it again.
I did not.
Were we there?
Were we there?
I can't remember.
I don't remember that.
I would assume we would be.
I remember queuing up outside to go to see things.
Is that the one where you had to go up the steps?
Yeah, you
to the counter where you have
that's right.
Yeah, okay.
And then it was,
what was that called?
Are there any tickets left? What would you mean? It's called a cinema.
No, what was the cinema like? What was it called?
ABC?
ABC, that's it, yeah.
It's an ABC cinema.
And there was 3 queues, so they put like a placard out the front that said, this is the queue for this film, this is the queue for this film, and this is the queue for this film. And you just queued and you were in that queue and then you went in the next time you could.
I don't remember the Aladdin one.
It's now a bingo hall, isn't it?
No, it's not even that.
I just think it's derelict now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Oh, it's not the one on the corner right at the bottom, is it? It's one.
No, you went in on the entrance next to it. Yeah, anyway, okay. Just to enlighten the younger viewers amongst us, you didn't go on the app, you didn't book your seat, and you didn't get to choose where you sat before you went in. It was just get in, get your popcorn, and go. So, did you have any films, Matt?
I did. I had I could remember going to see Home Alone. But I don't remember going to it, but I do remember Mum talking about it a lot before we went.
I can remember going to see Home Alone 2, but I can't remember going to see Home Alone 1.
No, I've obviously got a very poor memory. I can't remember any of this. The earliest one I've got is when I was about 12. That's
what, for the cinema?
Yeah. I can't remember going before that.
Have you got any memories before you were 12?
Yeah. I remember all the films I used to watch, don't remember going to the cinema.
Do you remember other films other than at the cinema?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
One being Animal Olympics. I used to watch that when I was ill all the time.
Animal Olympics.
I'm currently questioning whether Dom was dropped on the head as a young child.
What was Animal Olympics? I remember the name.
So it was obviously animals taking part in the Olympics, as it said, but it was on one of Dad's VHS tapes, and I always used to watch it when I was unwell.
Oh, see, I've got one that's from when I was unwell
Yep.
as well. At Grandma's, Peter No-Tail.
Oh, Peter No-Tail.
Peter No-Tail, the cat that lost his tail in an accident. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Tubby the Tuber. I used to watch that as well at
yes.
Grandma's.
People are listening now saying, what did these people get brought up on?
Well, so the Peter No-Tail, I was like, was it a film or was it a cartoon? I wasn't sure. So I looked it up, and it was a film. It was a Swedish film that was dubbed into English, but apparently...
Well, we have Swedish listeners from Stockholm, I can tell you. Look at this. I'm on it. If they can tell us about Peter No-Tail, is that right?
Yeah, Peter No-Tail.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone have any memories of specific... I can only think of, we've talked about it before, Dad's recorded from the TV tapes. Can you remember having any real tapes? As in like proper printed sleeves, everything. What can you remember?
I remember having Rescuers and Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, we did. You're right, we did have
VHS.
those.
And you wore those out.
Yeah, they were on my list. That was when I was about 5 or 6, to be fair. So I do remember. And then I don't know if I had All Dogs Go to Heaven as well. That's another cartoon film. Yeah.
I thought that was on one of the
know.
the record from TV.
So I remember
have-
just putting it on and rewinding it.
Robin Hood, the Disney Robin Hood, was that on VHS or was that recorded from the TV?
That was recorded because I've only got that. I've got that on DVD.
There was no adverts though.
No, there wasn't any adverts, but
and we all fast forwarded through the scene where he goes off with Maid Marian.
Yeah, the boring singing one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's told everybody out there that our dad used to take stuff off the TV. We can remember the cinema cues, but not being in the cinema. And
Good films, obviously.
yeah, and some cracking films there. But if the Swedish contingent could get in touch with us about Peter No-Tail, that'd be great. And Tubby the Tuber or whatever it was.
Tubby the Tuber, that was Grandma's.
That was a Grandma's, yeah.
Okay. God rest their soul. So that wasn't meant to be like a downer.
Yes.
I apologise there. Right, so let's get on to the main challenge.
Right.
What we created this podcast for. Top 5 films that. And Matthew, you rolled a dice last time and we got number 61.
Yep.
Have multiple versions. Now, I know how I implied this, but after having a little bit of conversation with some students today at school, I think I play it very literally.
Oh, right.
I think I do too. Go on, how did you...
So I have gone to anything that has a remake or reboot.
Yeah.
Exactly that, yep.
That's what I went with.
But a lot of people will, and tell me if I'm wrong, listeners, will say multiple versions could include series of films.
No, I didn't include sequels and stuff. That's different. I've gone with, like you say, reboots or a film that's not a sequel, but or maybe like a prequel that uses different people in the role.
Yes,
So I
know
thought
what you
about
mean,
films that are not just let's take the same cast and do a different story with them, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think I get what you mean,
That's
but I'm
how
not
I-
entirely sure.
Without saying a film that someone might have, yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I interpreted it anyway.
Okay. So I think I've got the honour because
You do.
you've done the honours before.
Mm-hmm.
So have you got your guesses for what I've got and what each other have got?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really have any idea what you two might go for, really. But
So I clearly have gone for, and I don't know why, it must be this sort of week. I clearly have avoided lots of different categories because if I go to one of my honourable mentions, it is an extensive list. I thought I was going to struggle with this.
there were loads. I didn't realise quite how many I could think of.
Honestly, and then I started grouping them. And I don't want to say anything just yet because I'm unsure whether either of you have got one within it. But at the end, I've literally got groups and groups of types of films.
I did find lots of films.
I ended up going with the films that I've seen both of.
Oh, I did think of that.
Because I thought otherwise I can't give an opinion on it.
I didn't always go with if I've seen them both, but that did affect how far up the list it might be.
Yeah.
I think I will refuse to watch the new films as I like the old films more. I have seen some of them, but some of them,
yeah.
I know there is a remake, but I can't bring myself to watch it.
I'm going to say I think I know what that is.
There's multiple of that.
Okay.
Let's see.
But anyway, I will move on to my number 5. So, I started putting a couple of quotes together to see if you could get it from that.
Yep. Exciting.
And I've got to make sure that I go the right way, as I was just about to read my number 1 there. So, luckily,
Shuffle them about.
So, this film, and as I said, in terms of nostalgia, it's 1985, but I actually thought it was earlier than that. And I can't put my finger on why I think it's earlier.
Right.
It stars a comedian. It is a comedy.
Okay, hang on.
Now, it's a remake of a 1945 film.
Is it? Have you seen that film?
Absolutely not.
Right.
But I've got some interesting facts, but some information about it, because I was a little intrigued how it would work back in 1945.
Okay.
Keep going.
I've got some ideas in my head.
Do you want to share them with us?
What about what your film might be?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna. Was the comedian Richard Pryor?
It was.
Oh, what a guess!
Yeah,
I think I know the film. Then.
So, and you understand why before Dom gets it. I was wondering, how does that get translated to 1945 when the first one came out?
Well, I assumed it was the same idea, just.
Yeah, but what? What made you question? What would you question?
I don't know.
The amount?
Well, yeah, the amount. They could change that.
Oh, what? Okay.
Go on. What do you think it is, Tom?
Brewster's Millions?
Yeah,
it is Brewster's Millions.
I did not know that was remade.
Yeah, I also thought it was earlier than 1985. And I'll tell you the reason is because some of my other films are around the same time. And in my brain, I had that it was much earlier than those.
No, it's a definite 80s film.
Mid-80s, though. I would have put late 70s in my head.
Really? Maybe.
That's why I don't play the game on the extra quiz, because I would be terrible.
Worse than me, not sure.
So in this film, he has to spend, can you remember the amount?
$1 million.
30 million.
Ooh,
30 million
okay.
in 30 days. It's $1 million a day.
Right.
In the 1945 one, he wants to inherit 7 million. He has to spend $1 million in 2 months.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was
but
that
I suppose
a lot
it's different times. That's
quite a lot,
What would it be now?
Well, actually, weird you said that, because I actually put, I'm sure this is something Mr. Beast would do these days.
Oh, yeah.
Give somebody a challenge of, can you spend 30 million of my money? Let's document it.
Because one of the requirements was you can't give it away. You can't.
You could give, I think it's 10% of it something away.
No, you had to have.
Can you give it to friends and you can't have any assets at the end?
That was it. It was the assets.
See, look how much you know about
I know
it.
he does know. Do know.
I saw something on TikTok the other day. But I do remember.
Can you remember his job?
He was a baseball pitcher for a lower league.
Minor league.
Minor league. Look at that.
I just remember him wearing baseball kit.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. Yeah.
That was all he had. All he had when he started.
And there you go.
Yeah, and how does he get rid of large chunks of his money?
The last bits. Doesn't he run for president or something?
None of the above. Absolutely.
Mayor. Run for mayor?
Yeah, I think he runs for the New York mayor. I think it is, or
right.
something like that. Or
yeah,
but how apt. I would almost love somebody to run these days and be like, vote for none of the above.
I think, maybe politics hasn't changed that much since the 1985.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Other people in the films, I could only name one person to head, and then I looked at the list and I was like, I can't even remember him in it.
Right, John Candy
is the other one, and
Rick Moranis.
Yeah, what does he play? I couldn't remember.
What does he do in that?
He just plays it's a really small part. It must have been one of his earliest films, because he has a tiny part where he's like Mr. Mimic or something. He wants to be hired to just copy what he says all the time.
Oh, so it's just literally a gag every single time he's on the...
Well, it's only a short gag because he's only in it for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't remember it that well. But yeah.
I can't remember his role, but I just stuck to it. I just remember most of the film, I'll be honest, and how there's the sort of twist they want to get in, which is somebody's kept some money and going to give it back to him at the end.
That's right. That was right.
And that's it.
A
Goes.
deposit.
Sorry to a deposit. Sorry to ruin it for people if they haven't seen the 1985 film. Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
and I'm going to guess neither of you had that on
No, I
your
didn't
list
have that
for
on
me.
No, I didn't.
No.
I did not. No.
Okay. Who wants to take the honours for their fifth?
Who's next then? Is it me?
Should be really, but
I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Right. So my number 5 is actually it's one of a massive group of films. You know, you said you grouped loads of them together.
Okay.
So this is one of a big group of films, and it's the one that I think was best. So
you felt you couldn't pick two from that list?
I didn't want to pick a second one.
Okay.
But there are loads and loads of
Similar movies.
remakes. So
I thought that was like the whole
No.
premise of
Yeah,
this.
it is. But what I mean is there is a big group of them that are being remade at the moment. So I'm going to say it's 2021. It's stars. No, I'm not going to tell you it stars. It's about fashion.
keep
We're
going.
not coming back to Devil West Prada
No,
again.
we're
are
not,
we?
we're not.
I think I've mentioned that every single.
have,
In case
you have.
people don't get it, I do like it.
To
Okay,
do
it's
with
about
okay.
fashion.
fashion.
So it's to do with fashion. It's a remake of a cartoon. So it's that big group. It's a remake of a cartoon, but it's not a
Okay.
cartoon. So it's a
So you're talking Disney.
yeah. It's one of the.
So it's one of the Disney remakes.
Yep.
So if it's about fashion,
yeah, about fashion. And it's like it's like an origin story. Really like origin stories, and I thought it was done really well.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through my head now because I can list
Me too.
most
That's what
of
I'm
them.
doing, yeah.
So come on, let's.
I'll give. What about if I give you two colours, black and white?
Cruella.
Yes, it is Cruella. Cruella, Emma Stone.
Yeah, that is a good remake, and obviously you go through all the 101 Dalmatians, but
Yeah.
but that is the best of all of them. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I thought watching it was fabulous. It's so much better than. I
So
mean,
you're grouping that with 101 Dalmatians.
what I'm saying, I am. I'm
You're
saying
saying it's better than
it's a different version of the same character. It's an origin story that
Okay.
they have like rehashed, but it doesn't have the dogs in it, really, does it?
It's not about that, is it?
No.
It's about the side character. But Dominic looked at you
He
as
did.
if he was going to pick, if he could rewatch any of the films right now, he'd pick 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And are you, hold on, you're talking about the cartoon or the...
The cartoon,
The cartoon.
or
yeah.
the Glenn Close version?
No.
No,
No, the cartoon. Yeah.
really. So I found the cartoon a bit dull.
It's a bit
Yeah.
slow in the
It-
beginning.
Yeah, I'm not sure I was that invested in it any time I watched the cartoon. But Cruella is
I
brilliant.
suppose that's just because it's more modern, though, really.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Sort
maybe
of,
an
isn't-
element
isn't
of
it,
that.
Is it set in the? It's still set. It's not set in modern times. So it's set
Just
in
the way
the
it's
same
filmed,
sort of.
and the way, yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
not...
quality.
It's not even modern times. I'm not even sure it's a place that exists the way that...
It's London, isn't it? I thought it was set in London, and she's starting out her fashion career.
Yeah, and she works for somebody who is
and-
basically going to nick her...
yeah, but
stuff.
Cruella is like her alter ego
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I thought that was absolutely brilliant when I watched it. It was another one that surprised me. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. So yeah, that was
And that's your one Disney that you've picked. So there you
it
go.
is because I didn't feel that any others got in my top 5.
No, that's
So there
fine. We can hold back. I don't know if
Yep.
anyone else has got one.
Alright,
We'll
no.
go from there.
Okay.
So
Go on.
Dom, on to your 5.
Number 5. So the one. I'm gonna show you the plot. I'm gonna take you through the plot. So
Good.
year 1990.
Hold on, is that the year we're in or the year it's released?
The year it's released.
Okay. Okay.
So a family member goes missing, and a loan shark tries to steal from the family by getting her son to dress up as the missing relative.
What?
So when you first said shark, I went Finding Nemo and I thought that's not been redone.
Loan shark.
A loan shark.
A loan shark.
Sorry. Tell me some of
They've
that again.
Okay, so a family member goes missing,
Right.
and a loan shark tries to steal from the family by getting her son to dress up as the missing relative.
So someone's dressing up as the missing
All
relative.
I can do in my head is Psycho.
Like Little Red Riding Hood kind of thing.
No, as in like
Someone dressing up
imitating the person that's gone missing.
Yeah, the wolf.
So,
The wolf dresses as
I love that's
grandma.
your reference point.
yeah.
I couldn't think of anything better at that point.
So they've been remade, not exactly the same storyline, but the kind of the group of have been remade recently in 2019 and 2021,
What?
There's 2 of them.
and they are cartoon. They're animated.
So they've been
The more recent one,
the more recent ones are cartoons
yes.
about a kidnapping.
No, it's not.
No,
about
it didn't say
kidnapping.
kidnapping. He said loan
Someone's gone
shark.
missing.
Someone's gone missing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shall I tell you some of the actors?
Like Weekend at Bernie's.
I have no idea what that is as a
Okay.
reference. So,
But they've not gone missing. They've died. Keep going.
so I'm going to name some of the actors.
Yeah.
Voice actors.
No, from the original, from the 1990.
Oh, so it's okay.
Oh, right,
Okay,
right.
so,
So
the
the
1991 you're picking.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Right. Which is the original?
Which
It's
is the original, yes.
non-animation.
The
version.
non-animation.
So they did,
version.
yeah. So it is Christopher Lloyd,
Right.
Angelica Houston.
Yeah. This is. Yeah. Keep going. Oh. Yeah.
Ra-
I know. Is one of them Christina Ricci?
It is indeed,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. It's
The Addams
Family.
The Addams Family, yeah. I didn't want to make any obvious quotes.
More recently, a series, I would say, really.
Yeah, but I'm as we're talking about films, obviously the most recent films that have been
Was there? So there were cartoon films recently.
recent, yeah.
They were
Oh.
like, yeah, they weren't cartoon.
No,
were
they were animated in
Okay,
some
they've
form, yeah.
skipped past me.
What?
So
That's what
you
reminded
literally
me of
are.
them.
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know?
Yeah.
So is
Every week you amaze me, Dom.
Why? Come on, this is just pure, just from when you were little.
So that's a top 5 for you.
Yeah. When going back,
I mean,
I'm talking
and-
about remakes and things,
and you're
specifically, and I was, yeah.
You're talking the first one, not Family Values.
No, first
The
one.
first one.
First one.
Well,
Right.
well, there you go.
Yeah, you are baffling.
Why?
I mean, I suppose at least
do you
it's
not remember
number
watching
5
that
this
a
week.
lot?
Yeah,
Do you not
Christopher.
remember watching that a lot? When
Yeah.
we were little?
I remember watching it. Was that the one with MC Hammer did the theme tune?
Oh, God.
Yes,
don't-
he did.
He
Yeah.
did,
don't
didn't
know
he?
that.
Yeah. I think I used to know the rap.
And I have to be honest, Christopher Lloyd is probably the best Fester that you can think of.
He is. In fact, do you know what? All of that cast are the best versions of that. Although,
Or some of the Wednesday casts.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but
they're very good.
They're
Yeah,
good
no.
films, yeah.
Actually, they are good films. I'm just thinking now back to the trying to. They're searching for treasure, right?
They're just, yeah.
Searching for treasure. I'm just remembering all those bits. They are pretty good. Those bits. I haven't watched that film for such a long time.
Yeah, maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I just haven't seen it for so long.
Maybe.
It's because I've seen the more recent ones, and it just reminded me. And when it, yeah.
Okay. Well.
And my daughter watches them a lot. So, yeah.
Right. There we go.
Well, okay, so
There we go, good.
Dominic's going down the nostalgia road. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am.
100%. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so on to my number 4.
Yes, please.
And so far, no one's
Yep,
got
yep.
a bonus point, right?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Matthew is actually in the lead at the moment in
What,
the series.
With 1 or 2.
You've got 2,
I
I've
thought it was
got
2.
1. And Dom, you know nothing about us.
Well, based on what you've said you've chosen on, I've probably not got one this week either.
Okie doke. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I've got one either, so don't worry. Especially
I'm-
after Matthew seems to keep changing his mind whether it's not a franchise or it is a franchise. Or there's a group of movies, it's not a group of movies.
I'm hoping I've got one of yours.
Who are you pointing at? Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, you always think you've got me. And you might have, but we'll find out in due course. Right, number 4.
Number 4.
Okay, I've got a little script here.
All right.
I'll set the scene.
Please do.
2 guys chatting to each other.
Narrows it down.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm going to say sentence at a time. I'm not going to put an accent on because I don't think I can do it.
Okay.
And you have to just pretend I'm back and forth, right?
Right.
You like men at work? Which man? Men at work. Well, where do they work? No, they don't. They're a music group. Well, what do they call themselves? Oh no. What about the police? What about them? You ever heard them? No, but I see them. Where?
Is it
In concert? No, behind you.
Is it Dumb and Dumber?
No, it's not.
Hang on. This is not like a sitcom.
This is not a sitcom.
This is from a movie.
It's from a movie.
Is that from the original movie?
It's from the original, and I have not and will not watch the reboot remake.
Oh no!
Need more.
Now,
need more.
an amazing year to be born in.
Right, so it's
Okay.
1984, obviously.
Oh, you agree with me then? It weirdly is a 12A, which I can imagine being some of the content. Oh, I don't know. It's dated now, but
12A now.
Yeah, 'cause it wouldn't have been
according to
Okay.
our sources, and it classifies itself as a drama music.
then. What, as in the songs? People singing?
What?
There are songs that run through it.
Right.
Oh my gosh!
It could be a musical as well.
No.
No. Keep going.
There was I'll tell you about the remake in
Yeah, tell me about the
2011, which had Dennis Quaid, Andy McDowell, and weirdly Miles Teller. And I haven't seen it, but I can imagine who Miles Teller plays, and I hope I'm right.
Miles Teller in 2011?
Yep, that's what I said.
I didn't think he'd been around that long.
Well, so he's probably playing a slightly younger person.
I'm just trying to think of two guys. Obviously, they're the
If I tell you who stars in the original,
Yes,
you'll
please.
get it.
Yep, go on then.
do them. Okay,
Go on.
then.
I've got 3 names because I'll be honest with you, outside of that, they haven't really done very much.
Okie doke.
Okay.
I reckon you get it straight off if I
Right.
give any of these, though.
Go on then.
Me as well.
Yes.
Okay.
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow.
Really? No.
Yep.
Yeah, keep going.
Sarah Jessica Parker is one of the only
Oh,
other.
is it Footloose?
It's Footloose.
Oh my good.
Right. Oh, and you're right. It was Zac Efron in the new one, was it? Zac Efron?
What? I didn't
No,
even
there's
know
no Zac Efron.
Was
I
it
didn't
not
realise-
Zac Efron? Who
No.
was it?
I didn't realise there was 2 versions.
There is.
There is. And I refuse to watch it.
Oh my god! Yeah.
So now you're getting exactly what it is. I said it seems like such a ridiculous story now that there's a place where they banned music.
Dancing. Music was fine.
Well, okay, dancing.
certain
But
types
no.
of music.
But they still weren't allowed
Yes.
to listen really to music because when he listens to music in the car, the police come along and question him about
Depends
it.
on the type of music, doesn't it? Because the dad's allowed.
It was
John
no,
Lithgow's
it was
allowed.
music that makes you dance. which we
Classical
all
music
know
allowed.
Yeah.
is just leads to other things dancing.
So was this Kevin Bacon and
Kevin Bacon was the third person because I can't name anyone else in that
So
except for John Lithgow. Sarah Jessica Parker plays an annoying, screechy person, and Kevin Bacon.
Isn't it Sean Penn's brother that's in it?
oh god, not a
Dave Penn.
No, it is.
But come back to the
I don't know,
2001. I can't.
Oh,
I,
and Diane, isn't it? Diane Weist. What's her name?
I don't know. That's the whole point.
Oh, it is. No, it is. Okay, I'm just
Okay,
gonna say it is.
But I was thinking Miles Teller must play the idiot who can't dance, right?
Miles Teller is in
Oh,
the
my wo-
1980.
No, he's in the remake.
Oh,
I
I don't
said
think I think he's the Kevin Bacon character, isn't
He
he?
must
I
be.
know,
the
I don't
Kevin
think he
He
Bacon
must
character.
be.
he wasn't top of the list.
Who else was it? Who else is
Well,
in it other
maybe
than
he is.
Miles?
Dennis Quaid must be
The
the
dad.
John Lithgow,
Yeah.
Must be the John Lithgow.
and Andy McDowell just must be a mum somewhere.
must be the mum. Must be the mum.
Yeah.
So the fact that you said Miles Teller must mean he's one of the main character.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I'm not watching it either way.
No,
But see,
it
like,
can't be as good as the original.
I just come through the teaching to dance scene, which we
Oh
all
my
know at least
gosh.
one dance move from.
I love
or,
the music. That one.
Yeah, or the smashing on. He's smashing his hand on the top of the car because he can't get it in time to the beat.
Yeah.
And then I thought, there's, what do they play chicken on?
Tractors.
Yep.
Tractors. I mean, that is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I do like the bit where they're dancing. He's dancing in the factory at night time, doing some like expressive dance because he's so angry. He has to dance.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not going to lie. The female character is so annoying in that whole film. I would have just gone, no, I'm all right, thanks. Straight away.
It is pretty rural, I've said.
Yeah, it is.
I can't
Yeah.
explain that any other way. And there's a dance scene, and the funniest bit is Kevin Bacon does not do a backflip, and that is incredibly obvious.
No,
He
someone else
literally,
does.
somebody does a backflip, and then he flicks his hair up as if he's just done it, and everyone cheers vividly.
He's actually done a TikTok recently of him doing the dance.
Oh, I have think I've
I've
seen that.
seen that.
Yeah.
I have to find that.
It's
Yeah.
not the whole thing. It's just like part
See, the one
he's in
I
his cowboy
remember
boots.
is where you put your hands on the floor and then you swing your left leg
That's
underneath
right.
and swing your leg right underneath you.
Like
someone
bowling.
if someone doesn't do that at a wedding,
If you do that bowling,
No, like when you do bowling, you'd stick your leg out to
Okay.
the side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
but there you go. So Footloose makes my number 4.
Do you know what? Should have got that one. If I'd have
See,
thought about it as a remake.
I thought
but
that might be the one that
No.
people would get.
see that wouldn't hit mine because I haven't seen both of them. That's how I picked it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But
Hold on,
I agree. Good one.
I've got to look at what I picked for Dom now. Oh yeah, I reckon he's seen both. Oh, I've got a chance.
You have got a chance. I don't think you've got a chance. I don't think I've got a chance with one I've guessed for you. But there we go.
Okay,
We
my
shall
number
find
4.
out.
Right. Well, my number 4. I'm going to get going on my number 4. My number 4. It has 2 remakes now. So it was originally from the 90s, 95. That was the original film. And then more recently, 2017 and 2019, there was a remake and a sequel to that remake because it was so popular.
You've absolutely confused me with
Yeah.
that.
Carry on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
So,
some
what
details
years?
on the
What
film.
years? 1995.
so 1995 was the original.
Yep.
Then there was a remake in 2017, and then there was a sequel to that remake, so starring the same people in 2019. They made a second.
And which film are you picking?
That is exactly my
I am
question.
picking the original,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
do like the others as well.
All right, give us more. Speed this up.
Yeah, so it is based on a game. Not a game that you would have played.
Tron.
Oh,
Well, that's
good
a good
try,
call,
though.
Good call. It stars Kirsten Dunst, but she's
But-
very young.
Are we talking
Ooh.
like primary school young?
Yeah, 11, 12.
Okay.
So on the
Secondary
edge.
school.
On the edge.
For a secondary school teacher, you probably should know that that's secondary school.
Yeah,
Keep going. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else?
Who else?
Memorable film, this one.
Yeah.
It is. It's just the people in it. Okay, so
What's the
Bonnie Hunt.
plot?
Bonnie Hunt, as in Sally Carrera from Cars voice. Bonnie Hunt.
Yeah. I mean,
No, still not getting this. What's
Uh,
the plot?
The plot. So the plot is someone goes missing, a family member goes missing, and then about 20 years later, he turns up because someone rolls a dice.
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah. The original.
No, I agree with that.
The original. So
I still like some of the newer bits. I don't like them as much as the original, I agree, but I still actually think the Jumanjis are funny.
no, I see. I like
As a
the
They are
fact
really
they've
good. Yeah.
that when they changed it into it's a computer game, not a board game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then yeah, I just thought it was amazing, and also the fact that the people that they're playing, girls play boys. The cool kid plays. Is there a cool kid in it? Yeah,
Hold
the
on,
cool
you-
kid plays.
But you picked the original and you're now
Yeah.
I did.
selling me the
I'm just saying
the
that I
new one.
really like the new one. The new one's good as well.
No,
I sort
agreed.
of they,
I
they
like how
sort
he
of
turns
paired
into
up.
a monkey in the original one.
Do you know what? Yeah,
That's
the
one of my
monkey scene.
favourite bits.
Yeah, that and the rhinos.
Yeah.
And I always remember questioning how they did the car because the elephant was CGI'd.
Oh, that's right.
And I watched, and I can remember this. There's a hydraulic pump pulling it in.
Did you watch the making of Jumanji
I
somewhere?
must have.
You must have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've seen that somewhere.
Because I couldn't work out, if there's not an elephant standing on it, how does that get crushed? But it's a hydraulic pump pulling it in order to do it. There you go.
Good
There
bit,
you
of
go.
good bit of production. So yeah, that's my number 4. Really liked that, and the
Robin
sequels.
Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, we would have got it quicker if you said that.
Yeah,
but-
I know. So that's why I didn't say it, because I'm giving some clues rather than just telling you.
Okay, Tetchy.
So it moves to me, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
My number 4. Right. So there's a new version coming out this year, or kind of within the group of this, but the one. Go on.
Oh, do you know what? I've got a list of films that are coming out, and I thought you can't pick one.
No, you can't.
hasn't
That's
come
not my
out.
version I'm picking. I'm just giving. This is the clue.
Right.
Okay.
So the version I'm picking is in 1971. The remake was in 2005.
Is it a Disney one? It seems that sounds Disney-ish.
No, it's not
No,
Disney.
okay.
It's not
No.
that darn cat. No.
And I remember this very much by if the song is sung that he sings in it,
Right.
as mate, I can't get it out of my head for days.
He.
So I'm just going to tell you the
Do you
actors.
want to sing the song?
No.
Oh, come on. I'm in. I think we should. Yeah. Clear the throat. Let's go.
Come with me.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
see. There's a world of pure imagination. That one.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
fair.
right, yeah.
Okay, we know
Nice.
where we're going. Charlie and
Nice.
the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the
just
Chocolate Factory, not Willy Wonka, because that's the second.
Not the
It's
Johnny
the first
Depp
one,
one.
Willy Wonka, and the second one's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I think the Johnny Depp one is. No, I think they're both.
Yeah, they're
I
both
know-
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Aren't they?
No, I don't think they are.
No,
I think
I
one's
think
called
you're
Willy
right.
Wonka and one's called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And I think
I
the
thought-
original is Willy Wonka.
And the new one's called Wonka.
It's
Yes.
Timothy
Chalamet,
Chalamet, the
yeah.
new one. Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember watching that film a lot and absolutely
did
loving
watch that
it.
a lot.
I never liked the Oompa Loompas. That was the only part that freaked me out. But
Being ginger, you didn't like the orange Oompa Loompas.
yeah, I'm not. My face isn't ginger.
So we can let him off because there have been 2 versions already.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
let you off on that.
Yes, there has
You
been.
let me off. Is it
Well, because
multiple versions?
Yes, but there's multiple versions of films coming up, and I didn't pick them because
Yes.
they haven't come out yet.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agreed.
But like the choice,
Yeah.
Yeah, we did watch that a lot growing up, didn't we?
Augustus Gloop deserved everything he got.
Yeah.
I've got a really good fact about the 2005 one. They actually, for the Veronica Salt bit with
Yeah.
the squirrels.
Veruca.
Oh, sorry.
They're
Yeah.
real squirrels.
They are real squirrels. They train the real squirrels, yeah. I told you that the other day, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. They actually trained them to,
I think
to
you've been
crawl
watching-
up her rather than CGI.
I think you've been watching TikTok again. Was it
Yeah,
on that?
it wasn't TikTok, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
So because the squirrels weren't in the original,
No. It was
they
just
changed
nuts,
it.
yeah.
Apparently, Roald Dahl didn't like the Gene Wilder version.
No, because it
Really?
didn't stick to the
Didn't
story.
stick to the story
enough.
at all. No. Also, Charlie Bucket using the fizzy lifting drink should have been gone.
Should have been gone,
Should
yeah.
have been gone. I mean, he could have died. Should have been gone. Get
Or
rid of
Just
him.
by burping.
Also, I
And-
saw this the other day. Grandpa clearly laying in bed, let everyone else do the hard work around him. Charlie gets a golden ticket. Bam, I'm up on my feet. I can do it.
What a layabout.
Love it.
Grandpa Joe.
Eating his cabbage
Yeah,
soup.
no, I'm not going to do anything for the last 20 years. Hang on, go to a chocolate factory. Yes, please, I'll get up.
Yeah.
Absolute jokes.
But good
Yeah.
film. Do like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Apart from when Charlie's mum sings. Fast forward that bit.
Oh, I don't even remember it. Maybe we would have fast forwarded it that much. I don't
did.
remember it.
Is
But
she's doing her washing or something?
I
at the
think
same
she is
time?
doing the washing. Yeah.
Yeah, we did fast forward that
We-
every single time.
Yep.
Yeah, good choice.
Thank
I've
you.
got a little noise that works for it. I wonder if you ready. It goes. Yeah, it was.
Nice.
I would whistle, but I can't.
Good.
Rachmaninoff.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
Anyway,
There we go on that. Jem, over to you.
So
Number 3.
hitting nostalgia again.
Right.
1990, but I thought it was a little bit earlier.
Yep, standard.
Action adventure comedy.
Right.
PG.
Yep.
And my reference point for you is I didn't tell you earlier that this is one of my I can remember having a video or getting the video because I'll give you the reference. Dominic might not remember this as much as Matthew. Man drives up to the top of our house, opens his boot, we rent a video from it.
Yes.
I do remember that, yeah.
Do you remember him doing that? We used to rent videos from the back of someone's boot.
50p for a week.
Yeah.
Completely.
Who knew where they came from?
Off topic, I remember someone coming up with T-shirts and jumpers as well. But anyway, carry on.
So yeah, so I think it's a film that we would have borrowed. I say borrowed. We would have rented from this person.
Right.
There was 2 of them that came out in the 90s, but since then they've been, I think, rebooted twice.
Wow.
Dominic has
Okay.
mentioned, I think, going to see the most recent one.
Oh, you might have one of the same as me then.
Ah.
What are the dates? Sorry.
I've got 1990 for this one.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
What number's it on yours?
Do I tell you?
Yeah, you have to tell me because
Is it-
we're going to pause
it's-
there because if
Well, I
it's the
think
same.
number
we'll
2.
assume. Okay, so we're not far off anyway.
Oh, you're leaving me on tenterhooks here. I have no idea. I'm excited. Right, I'm going to think about it. No. I don't want to guess. Let's
You
move.
don't want- okay.
No, I'm going to come back to it. You can both give me clues.
I think Dominic's got it from that little hint that I think he mentioned it as something
I
he's
did,
been
yeah.
and seen. Yeah,
I have.
yeah. And weirdly, every time I turn it on Rakuten TV on the Samsung TV,
Yeah.
it's always on. but more likely the second one than the first one. But there you go.
I have no idea. Literally.
Okay, I'll pause there.
Right.
If not, we've got to discuss 2 films when we get to Dom's 2.
That is true. So do we not? No, we just don't go.
No,
for
we
it.
wait. We'll wait until come back to it. Yours.
Wait till it comes at your number 2.
So Matthew, number 3.
Right, my number 3 is the one you may have guessed for me, possibly. So I watched this. So I saw it.
That's how this works.
Yeah. So I saw it when I was younger. It was a good film. I enjoyed it. I would watch it a lot on TV. And then when I had the job where I ended up traveling around Germany, I bought the German version of this on DVD and probably watched it every day because I had nothing else to do while traveling around Germany.
In German?
No, I didn't watch the German version. I did watch the German version once.
Easy to learn the language doing that, surely.
Yes, but I didn't need to.
Could you quote it?
The German version?
No, I meant could you quote any of it? No.
No, I don't think it has much. I'll remember later, but I don't think it has anything quotable. So the original is not the one I like. So the original was in 1961, and I think I've watched it once, and I didn't really care for it.
Okay.
So the remake, which is almost identical, like it's not like they've tried to change it slightly, was in 1998 and stars one person in 2 roles.
They play themselves or an alternative?
No, they played 2 different roles.
But twins?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no.
I had that down.
Do you know
I
what?
had it down and I took it off.
I did exactly the same. I thought there's no way that he's putting it in there.
Really?
Once again, I went on the fat.
Go on, what do you...
Lindsay Lohan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meat.
No.
No, Parent Trap.
The Parent Trap. That's
Were you
right.
going to say Meet the Parents?
Yeah, it's once again. My
Well
brain went too
done.
quick.
Yeah, The Parent Trap. So,
Yeah.
I didn't realise that Lindsay Lohan wasn't twins when I first watched that.
No, I agree. I didn't either.
I think that was done quite well. And it also stars Maggie Wheeler. Janice from Friends is in it. Do you remember that?
Yeah, only in the...
Isn't that
she
Dennis Quaid as
works
well?
with one of them. That is
She's in
Dennis
the cabin.
Quaid. Yeah.
And that's Dennis Quaid as well. Yeah.
With a really poor English accent.
No, he doesn't have an English
No.
accent.
Lindsay Lohan does.
Oh, well, yeah.
For the English version of herself.
I think most of the English is poor.
Yes. Well, even those that are in the film that are English are talking in an overly English, posh accent.
Very true.
Do you really think so?
Yes, yes.
Queen's English, yes.
And, now this is not a fact that you'll particularly care, but you'll recognise the name. So, the grandpa in it was the voice of Noggin the Nog from the original TV.
Okay, Matthew
Okay.
really showed his age there.
is-
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Noggin the Nog.
Noggin, but
People are going to listen to us and
my kids
switch
watch
off
it.
now.
They They watch it on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, man, on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
The quality must be amazing.
It's black and white as well.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why I won't be tuning in.
So, yeah, it was, yeah.
If you're on
Parent Trap.
YouTube, why not listen to us? There you go. A little plug.
Well done.
Yeah, I was so close to putting that one.
Did you not choose it?
No.
No. I put it on the list and I took it off.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Well, I've still got 2 choices.
Okay, fine. But that's my number 3.
Dom's 3.
So, this has many, many different versions, obviously.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that's the idea.
That is
But
the title.
multiple different people have played exactly the same character.
Right. Keep going.
The version I'm picking is probably the one that you'll disagree with,
Oh, right.
but it's the one I like. So I'm just going to go through some of the actors,
Right.
and you'll probably get it after a couple. But Will Arnett.
Right, I know. I think I know what it is.
What? Because you said it's the version I've picked is probably the one that you're going to disagree
I
with.
reckon I know what it is.
Is he doing a voice?
No. Oh, yes, he is doing a voice. And is it something that we have at home because we have children?
What?
No? Okay. Keep going.
Yes.
Okay. I think I know what it is.
in the Will Arnett reference, is that what you mean?
Yes. Is this so the Will Arnett version is the version that you like best?
No.
Okay. Keep going then.
Val Kilmer,
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson.
They've all played the same
Batman.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, Batman.
But which version?
Yeah, which
the
version?
Batman.
The Batman, the
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson version.
I've not seen it.
It is good.
It's dark.
It is
It's
good.
really dark, and that's why I like it.
Darker than The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gore. The way it's filmed, I just prefer. I'm not saying he's the best Batman. I just that film in itself is probably for me the best Batman.
Okay.
I mean, you're wrong about the best Batman, but I will accept that it's a good film.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because last time you said you preferred the Dark Knight, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I prefer that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
But I will take it on board.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
there's many other.
I thought you were going to
films
say.
for their
I thought you were
cartoons,
going to
but
say your favourite Batman was Lego Batman with Will Arnett. That's what I
No,
thought
I'm
you
not-
were going.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah,
No,
I wonder why he started with Will Arnett. I was like, what's going on?
just
Anyway,
to throw you off a bit, but it didn't.
Okay, right, yeah,
yeah.
I agree. Good.
So we're
Good.
going on to the 2. I reckon I know yours, but there we
Yeah.
go.
Matt still has
My
no
number 2, really easy. Danielson.
Oh, you gone
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid. Also a really good year
That's a
for
really
a
good
film.
choice.
How was it? Was that
1984
Right,
as
was it?
well.
I thought it was earlier than that.
No. And obviously there's the second version, the third version. There's the new Shannon Smith version. There's the Hilary Swank version. There's a Cobra Kai if you want to get from there.
Have you only picked films from the 80s in this set of films?
No. My number 3, which Dom and I agree
Oh,
is
okay.
90s.
Can
Only
I,
just. Did you say 1990?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I also say that on TikTok, Jackie Chan and who's the guy that plays Karate Kid?
In
the
the
Jackie Chan
one I
in
don't
the original.
like.
No, in the original.
In the original,
Oh, Ralph Macchio.
Macchio. No, not yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for. They're going to be in a new Karate Kid film,
Another
and they're
one.
looking for the Karate Kid.
Do we need another one?
No, but they're
No.
trying to make money. So yeah,
There's also a series Cobra Kai, which is on about the 4th, 5th series.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, that's milking a franchise.
Well, I think it's milking the phrase "sweep the leg."
Yeah. My next one was Wax On, Wax Off as a reference. Yeah. And I
Like
just
the-
thought it's hilarious. Mr. Miyagi, what a legend. Loves his bonsais, big fan.
Mm-hmm.
But also claps his hands together and then can heal broken legs.
yeah, he does. Yeah. What was that fizzy liquid he had as well? Do you remember that?
Are you
Put
still
something
on
No.
Willy Wonka?
He put something in a bucket for him to put because he had a sore.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
I think that's what he said. I don't think it was fizzy water. I think he
but
just
you
rubbed
watch it
his
again
hands
and there
together.
definitely was. I'm
Oh, I need to
find it,
rewatch
but yeah.
that. But yeah, how
I'm
can you
not
not
convinced.
Karate Kid? And yeah, I just love it. It's so retro
Oh.
now as well. When you look, they like go to Crazy Golf / arcades. That doesn't exist
It's when
anymore.
it balances
Arcades.
on a pole on the beach. On the beach, doesn't
See,
it?
I remember the bit from the arcades where he says, "Hey, you can drive," and she says, "What really?" He went, "Yeah, this is the '80s."
Oh my god!
Must be why I love it. Must be why I love it.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Karate Kid.
yeah. Although as we all now know, that the real Karate Kid was not, was what's his name, the Cobra Kai guy, Johnny Lawrence.
Only if you believe in rehyping and bringing something out of the dead that's completely incorrect.
I mean, it's not.
I mean,
I do
also,
agree.
That is a good
Ralph,
choice.
Ralph Macchio gets paid again, so he's happy. Yeah, I don't think he's done very much since.
Jaden Smith version was not good at all.
Yeah, I did watch that. It's not the most thrilling version.
No.
No. Right.
Anyway,
Right.
yep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. My number 2. My number 2. You both mentioned already. We are.
Oh dear.
It's linked to your number 3 because I did go with one of the Batmans as well.
Okay.
The question is, which one do you think I went with?
Did you just slam Dominic for not picking the Lego Batman?
No, it's not Lego Batman.
Was it The Dark Knight?
It is The Dark Knight. Yeah,
Okay.
The Dark Knight.
Again, that's coming
The
to
Dark Knight 2 weeks in a row, but I couldn't not pick it for one, like remakes. You're right. The Batmans have been remade and remade and remade.
And they will continue to be.
They will, yes, because it's an amazing universe that is sort of, if they keep doing what they're doing, it's sort of really entrenched in some sort of reality. Like there's not
Yeah.
superpowers. There's not.
No,
it's not like the Marvel side
Yeah.
of things where people are
Hold on.
aliens from here, there, and everywhere.
It's not superpowers. Superman is inside.
Yeah, well, we don't
that
talk
world.
about the Batman versus Superman world. I'm
No.
not convinced about that.
So you don't
at
believe
all.
there's a DC universe. You just believe Batman exists.
There is a Batman universe.
No
Yeah,
Wonder
that will do.
Woman.
No,
No
I think
Aquaman.
that. No,
or Flash.
I don't want to play around with that.
No, you just want Batman world.
Yes, Gotham City.
Makes sense.
It loses something as soon as you make it all magical, and super
that-
powery.
You used to love Superman, though. I remember you watching that a lot.
Did watch that a lot. Yeah, I did used to watch that quite a bit.
And I'd like to say that I thought Matt was trying not to repeat the same film.
Oh no, I think he was trying not to repeat his own films.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to repeat my own films. If you've picked one, that doesn't count as one. I will pick one that I haven't picked.
He's not claiming to be able to do 500 independent films of everybody. He just wants to do his own films. Okay. Well, no disagreement here. I had it last week.
Yeah.
All good.
Here we go.
Dom.
Back to number 2. So number 3 for Jem. It better be.
Right, it better be.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you questions then.
Yeah, asking
questions.
Are
there 4 of them?
Correct. Ready?
Are there 4 of them?
We're mean. We're green. And we're mean.
Oh, is it what, turtles?
Oh, yes.
Don't say it like that. Yes.
I don't think I could tell you the storyline of the Turtles films.
What?
Other than their turtles.
Hold on. Quote from Matthew earlier. Love an origin story. That is what it is.
No, the cartoon TV series had the origin story in the credits. We all know what's going on. Done.
What? No, because there's an origin story in most of the films to start with.
What, a different one? A different origin story for each of them?
Oh, we learn all about the fact that the ooze was over the top of them. More in the second film, actually, than the first one. And then Splinter, he is going to take them on and turn them into karate masters because he used to be owned by a martial art master or whatever it was.
And he had ooze on him as well, did he? Is that where he came from?
Yeah.
Ninjutsu is what he teaches them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I had this.
What version did you go for, though?
Well, I went for the original 1990 one.
Okay.
The one with the sort of animatronic faces.
Weirdly, though, I had to... Yeah, I did put that. That was revolutionary at the time because to go from the cartoon to this, I was obsessed with... And as you know, I had a Raphael cuddly toy. That's Christmas that it went absolutely mental. I don't know where it came from, and I'm not sure if it's real. But thanks, Mum and Dad. But as I said, there is nobody famous in that film.
Not the originals, no.
Well, what about the guy that plays Casey?
That's in the second one, though.
That's in the second film, is it?
I believe so, because it's just Ariel. Is it Ariel? Why have I just...
April
O'Neil. Why have I gone to...
The Little Mermaid turtle.
April O'Neil, you're quite right. But that's the storyline for that one. It gets a bit more vivid in the second one, and actually there's the animatronics of the two, like...
Oh, Bebop and Rocksteady. Is it them, or is it two things that are like them?
It's two things that are like them, because one of them is like a bird.
Oh, okay.
But anyway...
was Vanilla Ice in it?
I think that's the second one again.
That's the second. It sounds like the second one was better to me.
But weirdly, I had to explain to somebody of a younger generation, they were like, oh, I called it Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, and they were like, I think you've got that wrong. I was like, no. I've got it right because Ninja was deemed to be too dangerous or violent, threatening back in the day.
Wow.
I think it couldn't get its PG rating with Ninja in the title.
No, that's probably right. It is a PG. Look at that.
There you go.
He knows so much about our amazing film.
But I didn't actually go for the 1990.
What?
Right.
You can't go for the cinema.
You haven't seen the most recent one.
Dom just goes for the worst version of each film.
I can't compare, but it never will. I'm hitting pure nostalgia this week.
Yeah, it was a close call.
The recent cartoony one.
Yeah.
Right. Is it good?
It's good, is it? I said this last time. Yeah, I can only rate it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it. You're not going to go with the originals.
Only because I can't vividly remember them. I remember them slightly.
I can't remember them at all. I remember watching them once.
I remember thoroughly enjoying them. So watching them over and over.
Who was your favourite turtle?
Raphael.
Or who is?
Dominic was Michelangelo, and I reckon you were Donatello. Weirdly,
I dressed up as Donatello.
You
One
did?
New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Donatello.
I remember.
And
that.
I've dressed up using the same shell as Michelangelo once.
Yeah.
Because Mum had kept it in her fancy dress box.
Okay.
Right. Should we move on? Because this is getting embarrassing now.
Go on.
Is it my number one film?
It is.
Oh, we're up to number one. Blimey, we are. Go on.
Well, we need to because we are going for some this week. We're going to hit a record on the length. But here we go. My number one film. Couple of quotes. I'm kind of in the middle of something, Ray.
Oh, I know. Straight away, I now know.
I have not seen the most recent,
No, I
which has
haven't.
got another one coming out
The
this year,
Afterlife
next year.
version.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what film?
Because you said Afterlife, yes.
Yeah. Do Ray Egon.
Yeah.
So exactly. I got slimed. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
Did you just
that's
go
a
for
really
films
good
from
choice.
1984? This
It is
week?
again,
Yeah,
1984.
of course it is.
And that is pure fluke.
You did it on purpose, no?
No, absolutely not. I
That
just
is
started picking remakes.
I didn't even think of that. That's a great choice.
1989
That
was
is
the
a good choice.
sequel, which I don't know if I remember more about the ooze underneath the
I do
town.
remember that one.
But then I started to think about it. Sigourney Weaver,
Is that
Rick
the
Moranis.
Pink ooze.
But that's the second one. I want the first one because I love an origin. No, I'm only joking, Beth. But here we go. So I have seen the new remake with the all-female cast
Yes,
with
I've seen that
Hemsworth,
as
who
well.
plays a funny role. But that's not as good. But I don't know if anyone's seen the newer ones.
The
No,
Paul
I-
Rudd one.
Yeah.
No,
No, I
I want to
haven't.
see that. I do want to see it.
Put it on my list. I could just put it on
Yeah.
my list just now. And I think Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd pop up in it.
Oh, did they?
Or if not that one, the newest one that's coming out. Because I've
Yeah.
seen them in their uniforms again.
I can't
Right.
really remember the first one. I only remember the one with Sigourney Weaver. That's the only one I remember.
She's in the first one.
She's in the first.
Yeah, but I
and the
remember her
second
being like taken over by some sort of demon.
That's
First
the first one.
That's the first one.
She turns into a dog.
Ah,
Second
yes.
one. Second one. He takes her baby.
Oh, there we
Ooh,
go.
that's good,
the
that
two
one.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've got one reference to finish this on because
Yeah.
it's a great film and we all agree, and I've probably won this. Do
Is-
you remember?
You've won this, right? Go on.
Yeah,
Keep
I've won
going.
this because Ghostbusters wins. First of all, Stay Puft Man, brilliant. Okay,
Mhm.
but second of all, we got a ghost in a can as a promotional item, and I only recently found out. I mentioned it at work to a guy. He goes, "Oh yeah, I got one of those as well." So they claimed there was a ghost in a can, and you had to.
When did you get one?
When we used to live at Leybourne, for all places.
Oh, right. So
What?
what in the 80s, late
Wow.
90s, like early 90s?
Yeah, so I think it was like a McDonald's promo or something like that, and they sold it as a ghost in a can, and they said, "Go into the dark and open it up, and the ghost will come out."
Right.
And I remember doing it, and nothing happened, and it's because I thought I'd left it too long,
Yeah.
like it had run out of fizz or whatever. and this is only this year I found out. No, there was nothing in it.
No, of course there wasn't anything in it.
No, but I was adamant they were going to put something that would hiss or something like that out of it. And so I basically got done. But that can is like worth 90 quid now.
What, the unopened version?
An unopened,
Yeah, I
nothing
bet.
in it can.
Gosh.
I vaguely remember the ghost
I
in the
don't
can.
remember that.
Yeah, I left that in our garage for years and thought, right, I'm going to open it now. Nothing. Absolutely devastated.
Lost yourself 90 quid there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back then, I'm sure he thought exactly.
I lost
Yeah.
myself 90 quid 30 years in the future.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. Right,
Yeah.
number ones.
Right, my
Matthew,
number
go,
one.
yep.
I don't. So my number one is the remake, but the original is in Spanish. So the original,
Okay, I've
Is
got
it
no
a horror?
points.
it's not a horror.
Ooh, okay.
Good call, but it's not a horror.
It's a thriller.
I
The
thought it was something like
the-
Wreck or something. But
no, I did that was something I considered. I saw it on my list. I didn't consider it, but it was something I saw. So the original Spanish version stars the same person in the same role in the English version.
my brain just went fuzzy then.
Keep
What?
going. Keep going.
Okay, so it stars. There's quite a lot of people in it. It's got Jason Lee of Chipmunk fame. Jason Lee.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, I
Yeah.
know, yeah. My name is Earl.
Yes, that's right. So it's got Michael Shannon in it. It's got Tilda Swinton. It's got Timothy Spall, Kurt Russell, Cameron Diaz.
What?
Vanilla Sky.
Yes, it is
It's
Vanilla
Penelope-
Sky.
it's Penelope
my-
Cruz
Penelope
in both
Cruz,
of them.
yeah.
All right.
And
It's
Tom
not-
Cruise.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
yeah.
One of the films that messes with your head that I have watched the whole of it.
It
That
really
does mess
messes
with
with
you.
your
Kurt
head.
Russell just turns up at the end, right?
No, he's in
He's
it
the
all the way
psych, isn't
through.
he?
He's the psychologist.
Oh,
all
no,
the
you're
way
right.
through.
You're right. I do remember now.
Yeah.
Sits down with him, but I'm
Sits-
not going to ruin it.
No, sits with him all the way through. But
Yeah.
yes, it does mess with your head, that one, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I watched it. That one was all right.
That was okay.
Yeah, I
you
could
can
do
cope
that
with
one.
that one.
Yeah, I could do with that
I
one. It's
love
a
that
bit
film.
weird at times.
That's not
'cause-
visual, is it? That's just.
Well, no, but it flicks between, doesn't it?
Mhm.
He's
Well,
like got two memories. Let's not break it for people.
No, but
No.
he's telling the story of
Yeah.
how he arrived in prison, which is where he is at the beginning.
I just remember the music and
Yeah.
him running through New York.
Yeah. I know. I absolutely love that film.
So good.
It was must have been about 2021 when I first saw it. I think I saw it at the cinema.
Wow.
And yeah, so that is out without a doubt my number one. And I don't think I've actually seen the original in Spanish.
No, probably not.
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, so I've still won. But
Also, you think?
Yeah, well, I'll let people tell me. But Dominic, your number one, you could trump me here.
It's my number one for sure. I think I've watched this film probably about 50 times. The original is the one I'm choosing. There's two versions, 1999 and 2017.
Right.
There was another version after 1999, but that's not what we're talking about. The original plot for the 1999 is two people go into a tomb and wake an evil creature.
Oh, got it.
Go into a tomb and wake an evil creature.
Well, a being.
Does it star somebody who then went on to star in The Whale?
Correct, yes.
Is it The Mummy?
Yeah, I've got
seriously?
that on my honourable mentions.
Oh, that is one of my favourite films. The Mummy Returns is also very good, but yeah. The Mummy with
Mummy.
Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz and John Hannah being a few that are in it.
Yeah,
It's pure nostalgia for me. I just remember watching that all the time.
is that the one where the guy goes in and they leave him in and he gets consumed by the beetles under his skin?
Scarab beetles,
the
yeah.
scarab beetles.
And then Anaxunamun. That's what he keeps saying. That's what the Mummy. That's
Billy
the Mummy's-
Zane. Is it Billy Zane?
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
know.
No.
It looks like him.
It
but
looks
yeah.
like him. That's right.
No. But yeah, the whole 10 plagues and everything.
How many
keep going
versions
on.
are there of that now?
So there's two. So the 1999 version, and the 2017 was with Tom Cruise.
I saw the one with Tom
I
Cruise.
didn't
No,
know
I've
that
not
one
seen
much.
it. Won't do it.
And then obviously there was a Mummy Returns, which came after that. But yeah, two versions.
And there was a third Mummy film, and the Scorpion King.
Oh, yeah, there's
Yeah,
spin-offs
yeah,
though. There's
yeah.
spin-offs.
It's part of a group.
Yeah, the third one wasn't. The third one was like
No.
That
But
was with
the
The Rock. That was with Dwayne.
Scorpion King is the
Scorpion
spin-off
King was a spin-off. Yeah.
because he appears in the second one at the very end.
Yeah, because you get all
Something
the
like
army
that.
of the Anubin
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
Well, there you go.
Knows his stuff.
I still remember it vividly. I would watch it
into
again.
that one.
I'm kind of annoyed I didn't pick it. Right, in the name of time, because we are overrunning our plan.
Right.
We will not make any honourable mentions, but we agree that there are so many reboots and remakes.
There were loads. It was loads of horror ones as well. I wasn't willing to put any in my top 5, but there was so many horror films that have been remade.
So here we go. I
Right.
put for you, Matt, because you mentioned it recently.
Yeah.
I thought you might put Super Mario in there.
It was in my honourable mentions. It
Yeah.
was.
Was it?
Not the
Yeah.
original.
No, but this is the thing. I was trying to go with at least both of them were good or really like one of them was really good.
I just went
so the
nostalgia,
original.
so, and I wouldn't put Super Mario's in that.
Yeah.
So for you, Matt, I thought, seeing as we left it last week, you said, "Oh yeah, to do like sequels and things like that as well." I put Back to the Future just because there's multiple versions of exact. That's
No,
why I
there's
did it.
sequels.
Oh, see, that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
but
That's
that's the
not
thing.
multiple.
That's not a
That's
reboot.
because you mentioned it. That's
It's
the
not a
only reason.
reboot or a remake, is it?
Okay. Dom, I thought you might go for, and I've kind of put a slash in this because you could link them together, Godzilla or Kong.
Oh my god, Godzilla was on my list. Yeah. And I took it off.
I was
Not
so
quite,
close.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I went horror for Dom. I thought you might go like The Ring.
Oh, they're on my they were two of my one
Oh,
of
see,
my films. I do
so
like The Ring.
close to being in that.
Yeah.
So the scores stay at Matthew in the lead with 2, me 1, and Dom still yet to find his feet in.
What did you go for, Jim?
Yeah, what was it? We
Oh,
got to go
see
for
what
you,
you got.
don't we?
What I got for who?
We haven't said what
We
we
haven't said
said.
what we thought you would get.
Yeah, but you haven't got a point, have you? But anyway,
That's
you can
true.
tell me.
So I went for Planet of the Apes.
Oh, which one? Which one though? Because I would go for the
The most recent reboot, but the first of the whatever.
But see, I wouldn't go for the James Franco version. I would have probably gone for the second one out of those.
I don't think I've seen many.
John
of them.
Lithgow's in one of them. Which one's that?
That's the first one.
Mm.
Yeah, and I do like the first one, but I think it gets better when Caesar becomes a bit older. And the third one's pretty good. And
But I know you've mentioned it quite a lot.
and
so
I think
that's
there's a
why I put it down,
series of that coming out now.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
yeah.
following Caesar, but there you go.
I thought you might go Mary Poppins.
That's more you, I would have thought.
The problem I've got with that is not a remake or reboot in my mind, because it is a continuation of the story if you've seen it.
Yeah, it is.
There's.
What, the returns? Yeah, she comes back.
You think it's
So it's
so
not-
you're saying it's a sequel? Even though it's like 34 years in between.
Have you seen it?
When they made them? 34?
Have you seen it?
Michael's grown up.
Michael's grown up.
Yeah, I know that.
And his kids.
So it's not a sequel then?
Well, no, because it's a reboot.
It's not a reboot because Michael, who was a kid, is now an adult.
Yeah.
I'm not having it. It's different Mary Poppins. Different actress.
The guy, Manuel Miranda, he plays somebody who worked for Dick Van Dyke.
I thought he plays his nephew.
Well, I didn't know he was a blood relation. I thought he was just
maybe he does work
an
for
associate with him. But either way,
anyway,
that's a sequel. It even says it in the title. Returns.
Doesn't mean it's a sequel.
And I also nearly went for Wizard of Oz for you. Because of Return of Oz, because I know you used to love that film.
that is those weird.
The wheelies.
The weird, scary things.
Yeah.
Right, well,
anyway, sorry.
We will leave it there. We will see, listeners will hear us again the following week for our extra, where I pit Dom and Matt against each other. But thank you very much for listening. Remember to get in touch with us on the socials. So we're worldwideweb.top5films.com if you want to go to our website. But if you want to hit us on any of the social medias, tell us that we're wrong, right, or that Dominic has yet to guess anyone's correctly. Do that at Top5Films and that's on Facebook, X or Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm going to try and publish the 100 on social media over the next couple of weeks so that our listeners can see the ones we haven't picked yet. But we'll go from there. Right, that's me, Jeremy. I'll say bye.
It's bye from me.
I'll see you next time we talk.
Oh, he tries to play it cool when we come in and when we leave every time. He's not cool, don't worry. See you, bye.